All right, let's make some strawberry jam. So first things first, you want to grab your strawberries. I'm using about 2 pounds of strawberries, which equals out to 900 grams. And we want to place them into a big bowl and wash them, okay? This is a major key. So take some cold water and about 2 tablespoons of baking soda. And we're just gonna let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. And you'll be surprised about how much dirt and pesticides are removed from doing just this simple process. So don't skip this process. It's very important, and I will show you here in a second what is collected and released from doing this process. I mean, check it out. This is what potentially will go into your body, your loved one's body, if you do not wash your fruit. So key note, wash your fruit, all right? Don't be lazy. All right, so next step, we want to cut our fruit. I am cutting my fruit into quarter pieces. You can cut your fruit into whatever size pieces you want. And we're gonna place them into a bowl and add some sugar. Now, I'm using about 1/3 cup of sugar, which is 65 grams. Here, it's really all about preference on how sweet you want your jam to be. Being that strawberries are a bit sweet already, you kind of want to control how sweet you want them, but that's totally up to you. And then we want to take our hands and just mix it up. And this process right here is going to be called maceration, which is going to allow the fruit to release its natural juices. As you can see, it's going to take about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Really just depends on how much time you have and how much juice is going to be released. But as you see here, you'll know when it's ready by the amount of juice that is released. From there, we want to add it into a saucepan and add a little bit of lemon. I'm using about 1/4 slice of lemon. Again, this is totally up to your flavor profile and how you would like it. And then on medium-high heat, we will go ahead and bring it up to a boil. And then occasionally just making sure we're stirring the strawberries so we don't scorch the bottom of the pan. And then as we bring it up to a boil, we want to then lower the heat to medium-low and let it just simmer for the remaining time. And another small tip I like to do is just scoop some of the foam off of the top of the jam as you see it form. This will ensure that the consistency is nice and smooth. So just take a spoon and just slowly start to scoop some of that foam up. And then take a potato masher if you have one and just go ahead and just mash the strawberries up. This will help speed the process up a little bit, but also give it a nice smooth consistency at the very end of the process. So we're about an hour in now, and as you can see, the jam is starting to thicken. It's turning into almost a syrup-like consistency, and we're pretty much at the finish line. I mean, you can keep going if you would like, but once it reduces down and it thickens, then we can pretty much get to bottling this up. Now get yourself a mason jar. This recipe yields about 1.5 cups of jam, and fill it up and seal it tight. We want to make sure we allow it to cool down before putting it into the fridge, and that's it. You got yourself some nice strawberry jam that you could put on toast, yogurt, whatever your heart desires. You have it, and you can store it in the fridge for about a month. And yeah, let's go ahead and get to eating.